Hello and welcome to another episode of The Art of Thinking, where we explore philosophy through the lens of popular culture. Today, we're talking about one of the most beloved characters in the animated series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Uncle Iroh.
Uncle?
So, the blue spirit. I wonder who could be behind that mask.
What are you doing here?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. What do you plan to do now that you've found the Avatar's bison? Keep it locked in our new apartment? Should I go put on a pot of tea for him?
First I have to get it out of here.
And then what? You never think these things through. This is exactly what happened when you captured the Avatar at the North Pole. You had him, and then you had nowhere to go.
I would have figured something out.
No! If his friends hadn't found you, you would have frozen to death.
I know my own destiny, Uncle.
Is it your own destiny? Or is it a destiny someone else has tried to force on you?
Stop it, Uncle. I have to do this.
I'm begging you, Prince Zuko. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want?
Uncle Iroh is known for his wisdom, humor, and deep understanding of the world. He is a mentor and father figure to the protagonist, Aang, and his presence has a profound impact on the series. But beyond that, what can we learn from Uncle Iroh's philosophy? First and foremost, Iroh emphasizes the importance of living in the moment and finding joy in life's small pleasures. He famously sings, "It's not about reaching your destination, it's about the journey." This perspective is a reminder to cherish the journey and to find happiness in the present, rather than always striving for the future. It's a philosophy that can be applied to our everyday lives, reminding us to focus on the little things that bring us joy, like a warm cup of tea or a good conversation with a friend. Uncle Iroh often imparts his wisdom to Prince Zuko through conversations and storytelling, using personal experiences and lessons to guide him towards a more fulfilling and balanced life. One of his most memorable quotes is,
I want your anger to go away.
But I don't feel any shame at all. I'm as proud as ever.
Prince Zuko, pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame.
"Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame," speaks to the idea that pride and shame are interconnected and that true humility is the key to overcoming feelings of shame. Uncle Iroh is pointing out that pride can often stem from a desire to avoid shame or to conceal insecurities. By trying to present ourselves as perfect or better than others, we can become overly proud and arrogant. This, in turn, can lead to feelings of shame when we are unable to live up to our own expectations or when we are exposed as imperfect. In contrast, true humility allows us to be honest and vulnerable, accepting our weaknesses and imperfections without feeling shame. By embracing humility, we can be more open and authentic, allowing us to connect more deeply with others and with the world around us. In this sense, humility can be seen as the antidote to shame, helping us to overcome feelings of self-doubt and insecurity and to live a more fulfilling life. Another key aspect of Iroh's philosophy is his compassion and understanding. He has experienced great loss and tragedy in his own life, but he never lets it define him or make him bitter. Instead, he is a source of comfort and kindness to those around him, always offering a listening ear and a warm smile. In a world where anger and violence often seem to dominate, Uncle Iroh reminds us of the power of empathy and understanding. By putting ourselves in others' shoes, we can create a more harmonious and peaceful world. Iroh also embraces the idea of balance, both within oneself and in the world. He believes that to be truly happy, one must strive to find balance in all aspects of life, including relationships, work, and personal pursuits. This balance can also be seen in his approach to conflict, as he is a firm believer in seeking peace and avoiding violence whenever possible. In a world that often seems divided and polarizing, Iroh's message of balance is more important than ever. In addition to balancing the external world, Iroh also emphasizes the importance of balance within oneself. He is a firm believer in mindfulness and meditation, practices that help bring balance and peace to the mind and spirit. Whether it's through meditation, yoga, or simply taking a quiet walk in nature, Iroh reminds us of the power of taking time to connect with ourselves and find inner peace. Finally, Iroh is a champion of self-discovery and personal growth. He encourages Aang and Zuko to follow their own paths, rather than trying to fit into society's expectations. He knows that true happiness and fulfillment can only come from within, and he encourages others to find their own truth and purpose. By taking the time to reflect on our own desires, values, and beliefs, we can live a life that is authentic and fulfilling. So, there you have it, the philosophy of Uncle Iroh. Through his wisdom and compassion, he teaches us to live in the moment, to be kind and understanding, to find balance, and to follow our own path. Whether we're facing personal struggles or trying to make sense of a complicated world, Uncle Iroh's message of joy, compassion, balance, and self-discovery is a reminder that we have the power to create a happier, more harmonious life for ourselves and those around us. Thank you. This has been The Art of Thinking.